All right, hello, everybody. Can you actually fucking hear me today? Can you actually hear me? Because I swear to God, recently, it has been a damn struggle. How is everybody today? What's up with YouTube? What was wrong with YouTube? I'm glad you're feeling 100% better today. I'm gonna close all these windows. I have so many windows open. It is unbelievable how many windows I have open.
I've gathered 20.
Whoa, they've gathered 24. I don't even know what that video was. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Painting Polish. Hello, Earth Girl. Yes, you actually fucking can. I'm so excited. I am so excited. And hello, Jadoob. Hello. How is everybody on this fine Friday? Hello, Nail folks. Living the Friday dream. I'm so happy for you, Richard. I hope we're all living the Friday dream. I was living the Friday dream by not just like pretending I didn't have to get ready for stream. And I'm gonna be honest with you, this is like the smoothest stream opening I've had in like weeks. So perhaps there's something to that. Perhaps there's something to me just pretending that I don't need to stream and then getting up here like 20 minutes before stream and just like doing my makeup in extremely quick fashion. Brain leak, oh my god, Jadoob. I can't believe, when was that? Holy shit. Feel free to DM me and tell me what's been up, because holy crap. I'm so glad you're feeling better. I'm so glad you're doing okay. Holy shit. Yeah. Tell your brain from all of us here, be like, hey, let's have a chat. Just cut that shit out. Cut that shit out. Don't do it anymore. Don't be doing that. That's straight from me. I'm gonna open up my Logitech G Hub and allow it to make my camera look good. I am still wearing, I was correct in thinking I was still gonna be wearing this by my birthday, which was 2 days ago. Happy birthday, me. A lot of you were there at my stream. If you missed the stream, I'm so sorry. We had to delete it from the internet. It only existed, it was limited time magic. I don't even have a copy of it. So yeah, so it was really fun though. Maybe next time I'll try to like record it and just like put it up on the Dropbox or something, so if people missed it, they can at least enjoy the good times. But yeah, so glad you're okay. Hello, Luna. Hello. I am so happy you're here. I'm so sorry that we didn't see you at the other stream. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I sang with accompaniment. And yeah, that's what I did. And it was totally legal and above board. I have like a hair here and I'm gonna just like fuck with it forever. Oh my god though, I'm very excited for today because I have like a plan. Can you believe it? I have a plan. By the way, I did show it to you the last time. This is Abalone by Penelope Liz. I have a plan because this weekend is 420 and Easter, but mostly I'm not Christian, although half of my family is, and it's 420, so that's the most important holiday. Yeah, in the morning we're gonna celebrate him being risen, and then in the evening we're gonna celebrate me being high. You get it? We got it. Hello, son. Thank you for work lurking. And I have ideas. I think I'm gonna make some nails inspired by my favorite dispensary. It's a very cute dispensary. It's called Tropicana. It is in Orange County, California, and they're seriously great. Like, their prices are really good. They have their own shit. The people working there are always so nice, and it, like, legit, the store is like very adorable. So yeah, I think I don't think this is the right Trapper Keeper, but let me see. Maybe it is now. You are incorrect. That is incorrect. Okay, I think this is correct. I think I actually bought a like weed themed plate like a bajillion years ago. And it was actually from like AliExpress, and it was so Tropicana themed, but it arrived, like the package arrived and it was ripped open. It had like gotten ripped open in shipping. So like I don't have that. Maybe I'll try to find it again. But I think that there is a MoYou London plate that I have. Their style is very like Miami light vaporwave. I cannot get this fucking plate out of here. Maybe if I take this plate out. This is my troll plate, which also has like a low-key vaporwave. The birthday was wonderful. Hello, Holly. I'm so happy to see you. Just got back from a leftist march, squirting galore. Yeah, find yourself a squirter. Like leftist Radio Shack. That is awesome. I need to attend some marches. Ugh. There's always when I'm already doing something, and I'm like, God fucking damn it. So someday that will happen. Jesus Christ. Why was it so, probably was so hard to get that out because it still had paint on it. So lesson for me that I won't learn from. This lamp over here, I might like put it away from us a little bit because it's strobing right now. It is strobing hardcore. So I'm gonna see if I can find this one stamping plate. Yes. Yeah, actually this is precisely the vibe. This is precisely the vibe of that dispensary. So I'm really excited because I will be stopping by there in the next couple days, and I will I'll have cute, they've always noticed my nails, so like I'll have cute Tropicana themed nails. You loved your local grungy dispo, and then they sold to some fancy company, and they don't sell anything you like anymore. This is why capitalism must fall. You're correct. You're so correct. I do love a cute little drug front. I do love it when they're just like a little nasty hole in the wall. But when California legalized, like there's like a few places around here that are like still like underground. And they're like cool, but I do like paying my taxes. So, must be like legal places because yeah, California deserves all the taxes it can get from me, especially for fun times. Because yeah, they're the only thing standing between me and many of us and like utter chaos and despair. So yeah, I love paying my taxes to California. You need stronger THC products, like something that causes blackouts, like edibles. I'm actually, wait, no, what are the Sugar Bubble stamping plate news? What is it? Oh, we did have good cat news yesterday. When Barney went in his blood pressure and weight check, blood pressure is good and his weight is back up. Oh, thank God. Not to diss on your beloved cats, Barney's my favorite. Not to diss on anybody else. But as long as Barney's okay, I'm okay, you know? But yeah, the birthday though, it was lovely. Husbando and I went out to our favorite diner. Cause I was like, he would have taken me anywhere, of course, you know? But I was just like, I don't want to spend a lot of money and I'm not actually like hungry enough to want something extremely extravagant.
That's my purse!
Hello! When I said your name, I immediately I was like, I got a cough now. That's the story. You get that? He's the most involved. He's sleeping next to your work keyboard right now and maybe up climbing on the keyboard later to say hi. Yeah, shepherds are more involved cat. And sometimes I'm cuddling Neko and I'm just like, this is the best thing that's ever happened. Because like someday Neko will come in here and you'll see how he interacts. Because like Shepherd's really cute and she'll sit here and she'll be like, come on, pet me. But Neko is just like, ugh, in my face, like, ah. And then like, if he wants to cuddle, he'll just like come in, he will force himself under the sheets and he's like full contact, full body cuddling. That lizard is so fucking cute. Painting polish. Oh my God, it's doing push-ups. Oh my God. Oh my God. Where'd you get that from? Holy shit. I love it so much. Samnat, apparently. So yeah, like Neko is lovely, but Shepherd is definitely like the more human cat, the cat that acts more like a person, and the cat that is like Shepherd's like more like my little shadow. Shepherd will just be around. Excuse me, Jesus Christ. I just like fucking burped. Okay, let's see. Trixie is very loving and snuggly too, but she's more a cat. And Barney's, yes, exactly, son. You get it. You get it. Yeah, yeah. Shepherd is like, has way more like person traits than Neko does. Yeah, Neko's like a cute cat. Shepherd's like my cute fat little girlfriend, you know, which is the dream. She's my little short girlfriend that just sits in my lap and loves me. Sam Nations 3000, he has websites for free emotes. Oh my god. Okay, that's amazing. I need to look into that. So maybe Danny can get that actually. You stepped away, you might reset. Are you going to make a cursed lamb cake? Yes. I am making at least 3 lamb cakes. At least 3 lamb cakes. We do have the tin. Let me show you what this tin looks like. I don't know if I showed you what the tin looks like. Cake tin. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. This is the listing. I'm gonna look at images. I didn't buy it off Amazon. I specifically went out of my way to not buy it off Amazon. Not that I'm not buying anything off Amazon. I am. But I do, when I can avoid it, I do try to not. Oh shit. Everybody might understand. This is the lamb cake pan. So there were 2 different kinds of lamb cake pans. There was ones that were more like the face was better. Okay, not better. The face was more detailed and lamb-like. And then there was this, and I love the big ears, and I love this stupid little face. I have a lamb cake pan, but I'll take another one. This stupid little face. Look at this shit. I love this stupid face. So yeah, I'm considering a red velvet, but I'm also, okay, here's thoughts. I'm making one for my family. I'm making 2 more for a party. One of them I want to make chocolate because it came with the chocolate cake recipe. Another one I'm actually thinking lemon. I think maybe I'll make a lemon cake. But there's gonna be a 3rd secret cake. That I probably won't be eating because that'll make me sick. Yes, a lemon lamb. You haven't bought anything off Amazon in 2 months. It's amazing. You'll have to order 1 or 2 things soon at some point. Yeah, there are some things that are just a bit unavoidable, but like we order our resin off Amazon, but we found a American-made resin company that is like a comparable price. I'm turning down my music. Let me know if my music's too loud for you. It's too loud for me. But yeah, like what am I trying to say? Yeah, we found an American-made resin company, which actually, funnily enough, on Amazon is like crazy expensive off Amazon, but off of Amazon, like it on its own website, I don't know how much the shipping is, but probably not crazy. It's like, it's, you know, within the US, they're like as cheap as the resin we already buy. You would destroy a lemon lamb. Yes, we will as well. I love lemon cake. We love lemon around here. I used to be, okay, so like stupid, dumb, cute, funny story. Y'all remember what they took from us, which is Soup Plantation? If you don't know what Soup Plantation is, it was a place that started off with a salad bar. It's like a buffet. It's like a buffet, but it was like salad, soup, and baked goods. And they had a few different other things like pastas, but like that was the main deal. Salad, soup, baked goods, frozen yogurt. And so you would like enter and you would like build up your salad plate, and then you would go presumably eat your salad, and then you would go get your soups, you would go get your like breads. They had these little like focaccia pizzas that were my favorite thing in the entire world. And as a kid, I was always really pissed because like we would go there at least once a month. And during April, every month had a special deal, had a special like flavor. What they took from us, exactly. They took this from us. You know who they are. It's becoming a COVID conspiracy channel. No, it's not. But the point is that they did take it from us. Yeah, so for April, for my birth month, they always had lemon flavored stuff. And I was always so pissed off because as a kid, I was not into lemon flavored stuff. And then I met Husbando, and Husbando loves lemon so much. And because of that, I became more open to the concept of lemon, and now I'm a total lemon stealing whore, if you know what I mean. I'm a bit of a lemon whore now. So yeah, we are gonna make a lemon whore cake, and I might just write whore on it, just to like feel something, you know. Husbando is so into sour shit. If you want, like, if you're ever gonna come like meet us somewhere and you want to like impress Husbando, bring him some sour shit. Cause like I have become such a fucking wimp when it comes to not salty a bit though, but like I do like salty, but mostly sour and spicy. Like I've never been good with spicy, but I have become worse with spicy. We were eating like a zuppa toscano with like Italian sausage, and I'm like, whew, spicy. I was like, what is wrong with me? It was only after I ate most of the soup though, so it had built for a really long time. And some Italian sausages are really spicy, but like usually I'm not that big of a fucking wimp, but apparently. I want to put her face on a lemon. Wait, what? You're heading way. Lemon or merch on the way. Danny, don't do it. You don't know what you do. Or maybe you do. Maybe you know exactly what I'm talking about. I can actually show you what I'm talking about because we can find it on YouTube. We should watch it. You were hungry this morning and made chips with melted cheese and hot salsa for breakfast at like 8 a.m. today. That is amazing. I love that. Sometimes those Italian sausages do be spicy. You're so right. Right? They do. Yeah, stuff it with lemons like the whore it is. Exactly. We're gonna stuff whole lemons into this cake. And everybody who tries it, I'll be like, there. How does that feel? They're like, why do you hate me? I came to your house to hang out. Why did you do this to me? And I'm like, I don't know. You always want to try Steel Plantation, but you never did, and then they closed. That sucks so bad. Oh, it was a bit loud. Now it's better. Okay, good to know. I didn't know that me turning it down turned it down for you. I thought it just turned it down for me. Those sausages be spicy. Thank you for all the validation. Thank you. Speaking, make sure you get the sweet Italian, not the spicy. Yes, exactly. You're a spicy sweet Italian. I am in like no way, shape, or form Italian. No Italian. I am none of the interesting. Like, okay, I think it's interesting. I think Britain is interesting. Is the interestingest place in Europe because I'm a basic bitch, I guess. But I'm like Welsh. But yeah, I'm not even English. I'm Welsh and German and Russian and Romanian. And the Russian and Romanian are Jewish, so it's kind of like, what are we? I don't know. I'm mostly Welsh. I'm a plurality Welsh. I'm like 3/8 Welsh, and everything else is a quarter or less. You're a quarter Italian. My grandpa was the first kid in his family born here, and his older siblings were born in Italy. Fascinating. I think my great-grandpa was the most, my great-grandparents. I think my grandma on my dad's side's parents were the most recent immigrants, but I am not actually sure. We're like pretty American. We're American as apple pie, I gotta say. Your grandpa was born in 1895. Fascinating. That's amazing. My grandpa was born in 1916. My grandpa wrote a book, actually. If you're ever going to Kansas, let me know. And maybe I can hit you up my grandpa's book, or the place that presumably still sells it. His hometown sells it. Because it was about growing up in his hometown in Kansas, which was like a popular little place to be, and then they closed down the train station, and then it was like, we are impoverished, thank you. I'm gonna move this empty cup so you don't have to look at it. Gidge, I wanted you not to give you a hard time because you're allowed to do whatever you want, but I learned Florence, Kansas. I learned a song over the last 2 years that you requested 2 years ago, and I wanted to sing it at my birthday thing, but I only wanted to sing it if you were there. So next time I'm doing karaoke and you're there, I will sing it. It's True Colors by Cyndi Lauper. I should have just sang it, but I didn't. And then there's no record of it anyway. Wait, what is Luna not imagining? What is Luna not imagining? Maybe you're imagining it that the, okay, this is good to know. This is good to know. You're gonna finish putting in the scrap credit now since you are working. What is scrap credit? What is scrap credit? Let's see. He was nice. Mostly I remember he was short. My grandpa was very tall. And when my grandma met husbando, she was like, she gave him a big hug and she was like, I don't remember what exactly she said. It's like, oh, a hug from a big man. She said something like, I haven't had one of those since like Bill died or something. So it made me feel very good. So I loved my grandpa. I need to get this picture. There's this picture at my mom's house of me and my grandpa at our favorite restaurant. And like, I am wearing this big, like fluffy goth sweater. It was like a duster and it had like, it looked like it was almost like a feather boa, but it was like knit. I'm wearing that. I'm wearing like black lipstick. I have really long black hair. I mean, I always have black hair because I just don't dye it. Really long black hair. I have this big like Union Jack bag and these big old boots. And my grandpa's just like this old dude. And he is just like, I'm here. And my grandpa's like, ugh. Just give me a big hug from the side. And it just makes me so happy looking at it because like, it just made me go like, oh, my grandpa loved me. He loved me so much. And I loved him too. When we do battery change out, we give them money and we take and dispose of their scrap batteries because we get credit for the lead when we have them recycled. And my service team gets a cut of the money from the smelter. That's amazing. So help the environment and make money for us and save money for the customer. Good all around. That's amazing. I love that. You missed your Bampy. He was Irish. You're not Irish. Long story. I understand completely. And gave no fucks. I love that. My grandma also, my grandma was like Finnish. And I'm not Finnish because yeah, my grandpa, my biological grandma died of Alzheimer's when I was like 7. And I do remember her very well, but I don't remember her, you know? I never knew her. So like, yeah, and my grandpa was like a very sad man. He's a pretty angry man. And then his dog ran away. It's actually our dog. Who he was like taking care of because we couldn't take care of her at the time. She was a big Samoyed and we were moving from place to place. So he was very, very nicely taking care of her for us. And the dog ran away down the hill in his like retirement community. And my grandma, my future grandma, saw it and said, oh my God, it's the big white dog from up on the hill. I know who that belongs to. So she like gathered the dog up because her name was Chiffon. She was a very, every Samoyed's very sweet. Sometimes they're rambunctious, but she's very sweet. So she got the dog and she brought it up to my grandpa's house because they like lived like up and down the hill from each other. So she brought it to my grandpa's house and was like, I found your dog. And she was like, ooh, what a man. Because honestly, my grandpa, he was a bit, even at like 75 when they met, he was a bit of a silver fox. And like literally just like husbando and I, a week later, moved in. They never actually got married, but like immediately we were like, they're married. And yeah, they lived together for the rest of their lives. And he died when I was 16. She died a month before I got married. It was tragic. And her freaking kids, who were not nice to us, had her funeral on my wedding day. And I was like, can we have this a different day? Can we please? So I could attend. It was crazy. But anyway, I loved her and she was amazing. You're always lusting after grandpa. Look, I gotta show you a picture. I gotta find a picture of my grandpa. Because you're gonna be like, damn. Good looking man. Not to be a fucking creeper being like my grandpa was hot, but like, I'm just proud of him. You know, I'm just like, good for you, man. And he was like, y'all, I know things about my grandpa I should not know. But yeah, apparently they were getting it on well into their old age, so good for them. Yeah, it was really sad. Your grandpa was also hot. Grandpas be being hot. Also, grandmas be being hot. But my grandpa, I think, was hotter than my grandma. to be quite honest. I do take after, though, the grandma side. My great-grandma, I should find a picture of my great-grandma on my mom's side, because it's just like, oh, that's me. That's me. That's me. If I'm sorry that I'm like not reading anything anybody's saying. Just let me finish my cyberpunk job. Yeah. I'm not gonna turn in my scrap credit at the vendor. Excuse me. Oh, Cicada, you feel like this song deserves Delilah. Wait, hold on. This is from like yesterday. I scrolled. I flew too close to the sun. I flew too close to the sun, and I accidentally scrolled up all the way to yesterday. Let's see. For height, I take after my dad's English, Scottish, German side. You tower over your mom's side of the family. I tower over my dad's side of the family and my sister. She takes after that side of the family. My sister actually looks so much like my grandpa on my dad's side. And I look like my great grandma, and also my mom. My mom and I and my dad and my husband, or my husband and his dad, when you look at like younger pictures of us nowadays, like my mom has different hair color and a few different facial features, but the younger you look back, the more it's like, that's the same damn person. That's the same person. I have like picked up like pictures of like my father-in-law as a child, and like one time I was like, oh, and that's a picture of Alex, and then like, oh, sorry, husbando name reveal. I was like, that's a picture of husbando, and like his mom was just like, that's not, that's his dad, and I was like, oh shit, no, that's him, actually. Your biological great-grandfather divorced your great-grandmother, and then she married your Bampi, and she got him by yelling oi at him out at a bar. That would get me too. That would get me too. You came here for the Steph Lemon whore. Got adorable love story. Yes. Stayed for the G-Film content. I'm gonna tell, okay, cause he did. I'm gonna tell you the story. My husbando coming and to do something, I don't know. I hear steps coming up the stairs. Point is that the reason, there's a few reasons I know. One thing, because like my mom as like an adult, like coming home would like walk in on her like biological parents all the time, be like, ah. But also like they were having some health problems. My grandpa and my step grandma, and in areas, and my grandpa like told my mom about it. He's like, oh, well, this thing's happening, and the doctor said this. And my mom was like, Dad, why are you telling me this? And he's like, well, I can't tell your sister. She's like, oh my God. Also, another wonderful story about my grandpa is that I was like on ye old timey family computer, just sitting on ye old timey family computer in my mom's office. And I got a phone call, and he answered it. And he's like, hey, Stephanie. And I'm like, hey, what's up? And he's like, have you looked in the backyard today? And I'm like, no, I haven't. And he's like, you should go look in the backyard today. And I'm like, okay, I'll go look in the backyard. So it's in the backyard, and I was like, damn, that is a big pile of leaves. Or like tree branches. And I was like, did you do that? And he was like, yup. And I'm like, awesome, is that it? He's like, yep, that's it. Like, that's all he got. He's like, called me to like, I'm just like, this is like grandpa story time. There was also a time that I accidentally punched a hole in the wall, and like, it was complete accident. It was not like I raged and punched a hole in the wall, although I did break a window that way, but there was already a bullet hole in the window because we were living in Arizona for 6 months. But yeah, I actually punched a hole in the wall totally by accident. And my grandpa came over, and he was like, he looks at the wall, and he's like, Stephanie, how did that happen? Totally knew it was me. Admire my leaves. Exactly. Ye old family computer in the family room. Exactly. Okay, question. Is there any reason not to order Twinkle Tea before I get some nail vinyls? I don't think so. I think Twinkle Tea is fine. Your cousin is 5'1" and you're 5'8". It's so hilarious. Yeah, my sister towers over. My sister's 5'4" or 5'5". I'm 5'6" or 5'7". I guess I don't tower over my sister, but I'm like we're around there, and then like the rest of that family on that side is like 5'1". How do you avoid punching a hole in the wall? Really, exactly. Yeah, he was so proud of his pile. I'm gonna see if I can find that Lemon Horse video for you. I'm only gonna watch it on YouTube because, of course, I'm only gonna watch it on YouTube. Lemon Horse. Yeah. Okay. All right, everybody. I'm gonna play this for you. It's from a porn. And I have to say, in all seriousness, this is so fucking funny, and I really hope these people are having a really great time. And they do. It feels like they are. It feels like they were having a good time. I also love porn. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Haley.
I'm so glad that our lemon tree finally grew.
Me too.
And sprouted fruitful lemony lemons.
I know, me too. I mean, imagine, we can make lemonade, key lemon pie, lemon meringue pie.
I think it's the most valuable property that we have.
I do agree. I think we should go to the bank and get a loan. Actually, I think we should just get lemon tree insurance.
I think you're right.
And then get a loan and use the lemon tree as collateral because it is now insured. I truly do love our lemon tree.
Just imagine a life full of lemon trees.
I know, and all our beautiful lemons.
Endless possibilities.
Why are they doing roundabout? No, we're gonna have to start this over.
James.
Yes, Haley.
I'm so glad that our lemon tree finally grew.
Me too.
And sprouted fruitful lemony lemons.
I know, me too. I mean, imagine, we can make lemonade, key lemon pie, lemon meringue pie.
If they roundabout it again, I swear to God.
I think it's the most valuable property that we have.
I do agree. I think we should go to the bank and get a loan. Actually, I think we should just get lemon tree insurance.
Only one guy.
I think you're right.
And then get a loan and use the lemon tree as collateral because it is now insured. I truly do love our lemon tree.
Just imagine
unless you have
a
trans
life
women,
full of
lemon
trees.
I know, and all our beautiful lemons.
Endless possibilities.
Endless possibilities. They're so beautiful.
I wish I was a lemon.
You wish you were a lemon? If you were a lemon, I would put you on my shelf and cherish you like I cherish all our lemons.
That's so beautiful.
I try.
But I only hope that the whores aren't stealing our lemons. You know, those naughty whores always steal lemons.
We do have a couple lemon whores in this community.
Those damn lemon-stealing whores.
I hate them. Because no one will take our prized lemons from us.
Hey, has it been about 10 seconds since we looked at our lemon tree?
It has been about 10 seconds till we looked at our lemon tree. Hey, what the fuck?
It's a whore!
It's a whore stealing our lemons!
It's a horse! It's a horse stealing our lemons!
Here.
All right, we don't need to watch the rest. The best one is when they cut it out and they just say, hey, what the fuck? That's the best one. The best cut is that whole beginning and then it stops at, hey, what the fuck? Okay, I'm going to check what happens on stream. The last thing that I opened, hold on, let me make sure it's not going to go. This is the last thing. This is what my Discord is set to. Thank you, Danny. Okay. New unreads. What? Why is what happens in stream? Danny, you should have. Danny. This is the best thing. Okay, the one problem is that it's just my screen. The lamb is a little bit blown out when I look at it with my eyes over on this side. Danny, this is incredible. This is graphic design is your passion. You should open a t-shirt company. Yeah. This is going on the store for sure. Yeah, we love Danny with extreme depth and strength and rhythm. Oh my god. I have to send this to everyone I know now. Oh my god. Danny, you've outdone yourself. You've absolutely outdone yourself. Oh my god, lemon stealing horror the lamb. Oh my god. This is, Danny, this was made to be a throw pillow. Can you imagine who out here does like cross stitch patterns? We need to send this to Brie. Who else does embroidery? Selena does embroidery. Oh my god. Yes. Yes, please. Cross stitch pattern this. Please. Oh my god, it'd be an amazing decorative plate. But I'm just seeing the square and I'm thinking pillow. I'm just thinking my beautiful lamb lemon stealing horror pillow. My childhood bedroom was like my like baby bedroom, not like my childhood bedroom. My baby bedroom was all lambs. Oh my god. Wall tapestry, please. We can actually make that happen on frickin', I mean, okay, it's not gonna be like a nice one, but on fucking TeePublic, they'll do that. You're not a decorative pillow person, but you would make an exception for this. Same. I'm only a decorative pillow person when the decorative pillow is like also a stuffed animal. I'm so happy we got to have that moment with the lemon stealing horrors. One of my favorite things, and I've seen it in a few different, like when I've like bought porn DVDs, they'll have like really cute, funny joke sections that just like crack me the fuck up. Like, so funny. I also have a friend, by the way, who, he doesn't get a big ass printer from work, so maybe you'll try, wait, you can print this out and Mod Podge it to a nice ceramic tile and hang it in your kitchen. Son, we have nice printers too. Holy shit. I know exactly where to put it too. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy you're here, Plants. I'm so happy you're here for this. Sorry if I did not. I think that TeePublic will also do pillows, but maybe that's Society 6 makes better stuff. Maybe we need a Society 6. Oh my god. It can only come in that specific color, blue. But yes, t-shirts for all those lemon stealing whores out there. Yeah, you know, we're not influencers, or at least I'm not an influencer anymore. So perhaps the Two Lacquer Ladies just needs to become the lemon stealing horror podcast. We just talk about the lemons we've stolen from our neighborhood. I have a lemon tree, so I'm at risk. And I would hate it if any lemon stealing horrors came to my house. I'd hate it. I would punish them severely. Key lemon pie cracks me the fuck up. Oh my god. I also, the part where he's like, if you were a lemon, I would like put you on a shelf and treasure you like all our lemons. I feel like that is like something that I need to like make word art for in our kitchen, like lovey-dovey word art that says that. And then when people come in the house, if they're like, oh my god, and they recognize that, that's when you know. That's when you know. You're so glad your childhood lemon tree never actually had any lemons. Would have been devastating to have them stolen by a lemon stealing whore. You're definitely in the better to have not loved at all than better to have loved and lost camp. You have a lemon tree, it's in your backyard, so look, those lemon stealing whores, they'll come for your lemons. They'll come for your lemons. Wait, plants! Do you not see the pattern here? What was the last thing you found in your backyard? I think you have a very sneaky lemon whore, actually. It's totally connected. Oh my god, we need the board. Left the dildo. Yes. I do have one of those green screens that pops up. So I think maybe I need it, and then I need just like a board thing back here. That's just like, you need to go count your lemons. Oh my god, it's amazing. It's amazing. You don't think lemons can grow here? You wonder if Saskatoon berry stealing whores. Probably. I'm sure that there's plenty of regional fruit stealing whores. Where's my energy drink? As obviously I need more energy. All right. Nail art stream, everybody. It is a nail art stream. We're gonna be doing a big chop. We're gonna be chopping and blocking just like Parappa the Rappa today. Regional Fruit Stealing Whores, our newest Polish collection material! Danny, this might be it. This might be what actually makes us make a brand. I've been looking for my fucking orange sticks for weeks now. Have I taken any time away from not stream time to look for the sticks? No. But I'll have you know that every time I look for them while I'm on stream, they're fucking gone. They're fucking gone. Where are those stick stealing whores? They came and stole my orange sticks. I just want to make sure my nails are clean. Matching scented cuticle oils. Oh my god, it would be a summer neons. It would be. That's actually the most incredible idea. That is the most, I'm saying this like your ideas are not always incredible, which they are. Orange stick stealing whores. They're an epidemic. They're an absolute epidemic. Watch your fruit trees. I wonder if we have avocado stealing whores. We have had avocado stealing whores before, but it was less stealing and more like we told our friend that they could like have some of our avocados. And the thing about avocados is that they ripen off the tree. They ripen off the tree, so like you might see a tree covered in avocados and think this person's not going to eat their avocados because they're leaving them on the tree. But no, it's a way of naturally storing the avocados for later use. Now, have I ever actually used my avocados? Not really, because avocados are really, I just need to learn. I just really need to like really learn my avocados, because like it's hard to tell when they're ready to pick, and then you have to like wait for like a week or two for them to ripen, and then eat them in a short order period of time. And so I've never really learned how to like figure out my avocado trees. But yeah, I was told by my friend, like, yeah, you can have like as many avocados as you want, thinking we have like these two massive avocado trees, because we do. And they like took all of our avocados and we're like, well, we're gonna use those. You're a feminist, you know, citrus shame. Exactly. You're allowed to be a citrus slut. It's a term of endearment, actually. Send in a mediocre Manny this PR. She loves yellows. Yes, she does. Oh my god. If we sold actual nail polish, Hillary would be one of the absolute first people to get anything, obviously. Hillary and her BFF Quality Nails are also very good friends of mine. I need to see Quality Nails though. We haven't hung out in like a year or more, and like I need my Quality Nails time. I need my Stacy time. Ew, citrus. Oh, I didn't realize you didn't like citrus. Hey, your BF is the avocado whisperer in your house. He'd always pick the best ones. I have no idea how he does it. Next time you guys are in town, if the avocados are avocading, I'm gonna make him give me opinions on the avocados. Oh, you're allergic. Okay, that's acceptable. That's acceptable. I mean, obviously, say goodbye, by the way, to the Franklin expedition, to the Terror. I was having coffee with my sister, and she looked at my nails, and she was like, are those palm trees? And I was like, no, it's the Terror trapped in the Arctic ice. No palm trees to be found. No palm trees, please. Oh my goodness. By the way, I've been working on a troll. I'm working on a troll mini because that my local game store's mini club is doing a troll mini. So how the mini club works is that everybody gets the same mini. They sell it for 25% off. Everybody gets the same mini, and then we all paint it, and then they just show it off in the store. So it's not a competition. And everybody just kind of like has the same thing, and you get to do the same thing. It's a metal mini this time. And this is only the second metal mini I've ever painted. And in some ways it's a pain in the ass. In some ways I really like it. But let me show you. I'm doing a new kind of technique. I mean, it's new to me. I've only used it a little bit. Open link. So I'm doing glazing. Let me open the other link too. And glazing basically is just like really, really, really watering down your paints. And then like adding like, you can really see it on the back of his legs. You just like add layer and layer and layer of really thin paint. And so it makes a gradient is what it does. It just like does a gradient. Yeah, metal's interesting. Oh, I can show you what he looks like. Hello. Oh, thank you, my love. Thank you. I love you. Husbando brought this up, and he's on our Hadley's mug. And if you watched Hillary's, my shrimp fingers. If you watched Hillary's video of us going to the What's Up nail store, we stopped at Hadley's. So this is the Hadley's mug, and it shows like old Hadley's and new Hadley's. But let me change the view. Love you. Thank you. But yeah, so here's my guy. I'm very, very happy with his eyes. Let me show you. Hello, Sark. He just left. I'll tell him he said hi. Hello. Paint glazing. Yes, exactly. Hi, Coriat. Thank you. Let me adjust the setting. Let me adjust the focus so you can like see him a little better. There we go. Aren't his eyes like fucking radical? I'm so happy. But you can see like he's got some like gradient there on his skin. Thank you. And especially back here on his legs and on his little like flippies on the back. So the model itself came with these little ridges. And I thought they kind of like resembled mushrooms. And I also just kind of wanted to put mushrooms on him. And so like basically what my idea is that like through, you know, evolution, this guy became like, he like hid in like these swampy mushroom places and then would like pop out at people. Like he would hide and mushrooms would grow on him because he say so like, actually it might be a her, because there's no dick on this thing. So she would hide and the mushrooms would grow on her. So she has like shelf mushrooms growing here. And then she would pop out and like eat people. And there's like a skull down here. And I haven't like painted them, but there's like more bones in the mud. That's gonna be mud over here. But yeah, I sculpted all of these mushrooms on her. But one thing I want to show you, thank you. Hello, plants, thank you. Or goodbye, plants, whatever I was saying. Yay, I'd be very excited you came back and lurked. Here's the problem with this lady, is that they sculpted nipples. Let me see if I can like get a good shot. I was like, what is that? I was like, what is... I saw that there was a flappy of flesh there. It has veins on it. Same girl, same. But I was like, what's this little like peak? What's that thing? Why'd they sculpt it in there? And then I noticed there was another one over here. And I was like, oh my God, that's her nips. So in my friend's Discord, I was like, terrible news. Terrible news. They put nipples on this troll. If it was like a big buff chest with nipples, which I've seen a lot of trolls look like, then okay. And not that I have anything wrong, not that there's anything wrong with saggy boobies. And also this is a monster, so it's not like it has to be buff and sexy, although you know that's my preference. But yeah, she got nips. So you know I'm painting the nips. You know I'm painting those nips. But yeah, I am so happy with her. The only problem I have with this model is that there were a lot of seam lines that kind of didn't like account for that it's kind of too late to go back now and fix. And they're very obvious because this is a metal model. But that's okay. That's okay. The only reason I'm like really annoyed by that is because like they're obvious enough seam lines, and I think I'm doing such a good job on this one that it could be a competition piece. So that's the only bummer about it, is that I feel like it's competition level, but to really make it for competition, I would want to go back and like sand down all those. All troll nippies are beautiful. You know what? You're so right. You're so right. I shouldn't be giving him a hard time. How are you doing, Sark? I'm so happy to see you. How are you doing? Let me look back up and make sure. Heads up, Barney is now awake, so he'll probably be up and walking around anytime now. He's been obsessed with his keyboard lately because it's warm. I do not blame him for being obsessed with his keyboard. By the way, speaking of music, because MP3J Sark has an awesome music stream, goth music. I found some awesome songs hanging out in Sark's chat, so please check it out. I think that you do. You do. So lots of awesome goth music, and also eclectic, dark eclectic, I think is what he says. You're well, we're taking a quick weekend trip to Portland to visit your son and see a friend's band. How fun. How fun. Are you going to Neotropolis? It feels like a thing that you would go to. My friend is going to that. My friend is going to that with her friend and her husband in a Cybertruck. And I'm like, honey, be fucking careful. Be fucking careful. Oh my God. Oh my God. But yeah, I'm loving this little man or little lady. I think it's a little lady. But yeah, I also love her little butt crack. Her little butt crack is cracking me up. Yeah, you're not going to Neo, but lots of people you know are. Yeah, I know you like Wasteland Weekend. By the way, there is a Fallout fan celebration in Good Springs, California in frickin' November. And Hubs and I might be, we are going, but we might be running some tabletop shit. Heather usually goes to Neo and Wasteland. Ooh. Yes, do Good Springs. Do it. I'm gonna be cosplaying my fucking heart out. I'm gonna be my OC Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb, who is a chem dealer. And I'm gonna be handing out 3D printed Fallout chems. All right. I don't even know why I was showing off this troll. Oh, probably just to show you its nipple. All right, let's take this off because it's been... Oh, let me also adjust this. I made a new friend and she has been just like showing me the life. She's the one who facilitated me like meeting the lead singer of Priest out of costume. It was crazy. Oh, but speaking of Priest, I haven't listened to it yet because I haven't had the time. But they just released a cover of Black Hole Sun, which is one of my favorite songs. Like when I was a kid, I remember watching VH1, and every night during this one block of music, I remember waiting to watch Black Hole Sun. I remember just sitting and waiting to watch Black Hole Sun, like every single night on VH1. It freaked me the fuck out because they like the Black Hole Sun music video is very, very fucking freaky. They like spit roast, like literal spit roast, not like in a fucking sense, like a Barbie doll, and it's very weird. Yeah, please do. You have a bag of used nitrous vials. You did 3D print jet tops for them. Yes. I totally forgot to turn off that timer. It was running during my birthday stream too. I will get in there right now and fix that. Hopefully it'll turn off. Sometimes if it's already running on a stream, it like doesn't want to do it. But yeah, if anybody else is gonna be at the Good Springs Fallout fan celebration, I will also be there. So come say hi. I'm gonna be in costume, so you'll probably be able to tell who I am, but I will have different colored hair. I will not be dyeing. I will be wearing a wig. But I might not stay in it the entire time, because you know how it is. You know how it is. You haven't lived unless you spit roasted a Barbie. Our Lady, you want everything. Our Lady's a lush. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited though. I'm so excited about all the fun stuff Hubs and I are doing. We've just been doing so much fun stuff, and honestly, could not be better in that front. All right. Alrighty. We're gonna take this off. Just got my little troll over here. Oh, I like put away my fingy clips. We gotta bring back the fingy clips. I used to not be in the fingy clip lifestyle. I used to just leave my little like things of cotton just on my finger without any clippies. And I gotta say, I do love the fingy clip lifestyle. Yeah, please do. Please let us know. But yeah, I've never been out to Good Springs before. Good Springs is a location from Fallout New Vegas. And it's a real location. There's a lot of obviously real locations in Fallout. One of these days, I want to go to Boston and I want to like do a Fallout 4 tour. Because that's my favorite Fallout 4 like location is Boston. And I think that Fallout 4 did a better job than like Fallout 3 or even New Vegas at like really making like the actual locations. Like, actually, I might be wrong about that, but like, I don't know. I felt like especially in Fallout 3, I was like, I don't feel like I can go to these places. Like, I don't feel like I'd recognize these places if I went there from Fallout. But like, I've seen pictures of a lot of the places that like Fallout 4 made, and I'm like, yeah, that's that place. I got one of those things now where you dip your finger in and it has some foam and it takes your polish off. Oh my god. One of the I've gotten sent videos of like people just being like in those. They're like, hi Stephanie. Do you like it? Do you like that? I feel like I wouldn't like it. I remember, like, I'm sure that the technology has gotten better. But I remember as a kid we had one of those, or I tried one of those at a friend's house, and I was like, this sucks. You think you're right. 4 is probably the most accurate one done so far, but New Vegas, definitely first runner-up. Yeah, I agree. New Vegas is the first runner-up. Because, like, that's the thing about New Vegas is I have been to those places. I haven't been to Boston, but I have been to the New Vegas places. And if you're heading out to the Fallout Fan Festival, Hadley's is probably on the way. I'm definitely gonna be stopping there. I keep meaning to ask my friend who's into New Vegas and who's been to the fan festival 3 times in a row, or 2 times in a row. This is the 3rd one. If she knows Hadley's, because if not, we might need to stop with her on the way there. So I think we're gonna at least be caravanning, if not sharing a ride. But I think that we're gonna have too much stuff between the 2 of us, and I'm bringing my new walker. So like I'll be a rollator is what it's called. So I will be, the rollator is like, it does fold down, but we have to put our seats down in the back of our car to use it. I haven't used it yet. Like I haven't like taken it out on the town yet, but I was super excited to. I think we're going to be going to Disney in May and I'm going to be using it there. And I'm just really looking forward to getting out there, getting some exercise, but being able to take a break when I need to. And if I'm like standing in a line, being able to sit fucking down. Your son's grandfather grew up in that area and he was blown away by recognizing all the places he'd been to in person. That's amazing. I love that. Wait, in New Vegas or in Boston? Yeah, like New Vegas, like there were some places I was like, oh my god, but then there's like the strip is like totally different from the real strip. Yes, and I think I've convinced somebody in Boston. Oh, I'm so glad. That's so cool. I fucking love Fallout 4. Like, I agree that there are problems with Fallout 4, but also I love Fallout 4. Okay, we are chopping. We are chopping. I don't know if you can see, but they're breaking. They're breaking right there. The pinky is actually holding on quite well, but my ring finger is breaking more than I thought it was. And yeah, yesterday I actually broke this nail. one of my short nails when I was opening up my 3D print vat. By the way, MP3J Sark, I don't know why I said your whole name. Do you 3D print? Because I 3D print. It wasn't that painful, but it was very noticeable. Saw some shots from season 2 of the TV show and thought I recognized some of the areas. Turned out they did shoot. Yeah, they do. My friend like drove through there. You hate it when you break it already short nail. Like, what the heck? What do you just do? Do you do resin, FDM, both? We do both now. Husbando mostly is doing the FDM, and he does all the slicing. Although slicing for resin printing is not hard. In my opinion, resin printing is way easier. But you do have to have a bunch of PPE that you don't necessarily need for, oh my God! I gotta ask, what do you have? What printers do you have? We have the Elegoo Saturn 3 Ultra. And except for the fact that it doesn't have one of those like things that you lift up, like it has a cover you take off as opposed to just like slide up. I think it's a credible machine. I love it. Thank you. Hubs is like, it's not. He does agree it's more accurate and has like better, you know, more pretty results. But like, because I'm in there processing for like a half an hour after every print, he's like, that's not easier. And I'm like, in my opinion, it is. He doesn't say it like that. That's me saying it to myself. You have a Snapmaker V1 and an old Anycubic resin printer. Resin printers are actually older. We just found this out this week. They're older than FDM. And in the movie Small Soldiers, which I've never seen, but I think I want to now, they have actual footage of some of these soldiers being made on a 1980s resin printer. And it's crazy. It's so amazing that it's been around for so long.
There have been 0 times with the FDM printer where I've been like, I'm too tired to deal with it right now.
Did y'all hear that?
There have been lots of times when you're like, I don't want to put on the PPE. I'm just gonna let it sit for a bit. That is my counter argument.
All right. I hear you. I love you. Love you very much. Did you hear that? Hubs was just like, there have been 0 times where the print has finished on the FDM printer where I've been like, I'm too tired to deal with that right now. And there's a lot of times. Yeah, even today, we have a print in the resin printer right now that I did not deal with before stream. But if it had been on the FDM printer, I would have just popped it off. I popped it right off and it'd be done. However, the cleaning, in my opinion, the peeling off of the excess on that printer I hate it. Husbando's right though, but I still think the Snapmaker was a swappable module head, so it can do light laser etching, CNC carving, or filament printing. That's amazing. I should probably get a CNC like laser engraver for like stamping plates, but I don't know. Like laser etched stamping plates are not very good, but the technology is probably gonna get better. Okay, all right. We're cutting these. We are going, I used to no matter what, file them all the way down. But I, like Linry, have like crazy strong nails. So like, it just doesn't matter for me. It just doesn't matter. Look how long. OMG. It's so long. Is this creepy? It probably is creepy. Man, so wild that this shit grows on me, you know? So wild. But yeah, I do have to admit, like, getting the stuff off the printer and starting a new print, that is the one place where I think that FDM is better. However, I like resin printing better. I can do so much voodoo with these. Yes, that is my goal. She had to use the cat clippers because her nails were so strong, right? No, she did not. She had to use the cat clippers because she's a fucking maniac. Linry will do anything for the bit. I will do almost anything for the bit. What happened? I cannot have these random things just like sitting around. It'd be so creepy. They're already so creepy, but they are so smooth. Oh, I'm so glad I got into nail art and stuff for many reasons, but one of the reasons is because I have really good nails, and I never really appreciated that until I got into this hobby. And so I'm glad they're not like going to waste. I'm glad that I'm not like, and my weird, everybody always says, she had to use the cat clippers because of chaos. Everyone always says I have such perfect nails, and thank you for that. Thank you for saying that. But my pinky's fucked up. Let me tell you now, my like pinky finger didn't finish. It didn't finish. The pinky finger. And so the nail curves around. And if I don't like file that down, I've had this nail break because this nail just like starts like corkscrewing. Like, you know, when you see those people with the crazy long nails and they're like corkscrewing, that's what my pinky wants to do. And like, I hide it really well. But if you're ever wondering why like my pinky is always so much shorter than the rest of my nails, that's why. The pinky is still loading. Yeah, exactly. It's so weird. My toes have kind of a similar situation. But oddly enough, not my pinky toe. Just like my second to last toe is like, no, we didn't do it. We didn't finish. But also, let that be a lesson to people who are like, my nails are fucked up. With enough smoke and mirrors, like, just figure out what shape, what look, whatever. Figure out what you gotta do for your nails to not look fucked up. You know? Your pinky goes all twirly too, especially on your right. That's so interesting. Yeah, and I would never know that. I would never know that because you like do your nails in a way that it's not obvious. Obviously there are like different, you know, different things that can happen to your nails that are harder to hide, but yeah. Okay, I cut these really nice. This is gonna be so nice because if they did break, when my nails are really long and they break right at the quick, it doesn't hurt at all. But then like areas that aren't usually exposed get exposed, and so it can be like, it could just be a little uncomfortable and possibly a little bit unsafe. But because they break right there and not further than that, they don't actually hurt. Pinkies do have more personality. Your pinky is always the longest nail. She goes the quickest. That's so funny. My thumb is always the longest nail. Always. You can kind of tell her I can. Most people wouldn't notice though, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. People always tell me like, your nails are so perfect. They're like press-ons. And like, I look at them and I'm like, my middle nail is like wonky. My like ring finger is like wonky. Like, I can see all these different ways that my nails are wonky, but like other people, the grass is always greener, you know? The grass is always greener. And there's a few like nail influencers and stuff like that that are like big ones that like I'll notice kind of like how their nails are a bit like, yeah, I see that. But yeah, you know, they just learn how to adapt, and it's good. It's a good time. All right, shall we do a bit of cleanup as well? A bit of cleanup of the cute cleanup. I need more of my Sally Hansen. Sally Hansen is my favorite cuticle softener, and I haven't had it for a long time. There's a lot of things I'm running out of, and some stuff that I bought and I don't like, I haven't gotten more of. And it does. It does suck. But I had Orly QT, which is fine. Although we're still not buying Orly, though. Update. Update. There is an update, and it's that they did not cancel my Color Pass. Do you want to see what's in it? Like, I'm not supporting this. I got sent this against my will. But I'm not like, I am going to keep it. I was considering maybe auctioning it off for charity. So, like, if you think that would be a fun thing to do, then maybe I'll do that. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm having, like, mixed feelings about it. Because, like, I do still think that Orly makes good product. I'm just so disappointed in them. For so many reasons. Yeah. And it just sucks. Crucify it. It's okay. I'm gonna not show it off, but if you think that a charity auction benefiting trans people would be a good thing, you like the colors, you're gonna keep them, you're just gonna not gonna make a video or anything. Yeah, like, let it be known that my philosophy on boycotts is that if you've already paid for it, it's yours. Like, don't celebrate it. Don't, like, go around being like, I love this brand. If you're against what they stand for right now. Give it to someone who's trans, right? Yeah, but, like, I do think that there's no reason to just, like, throw the baby out with the bathwater, you know? So yeah, like, I'm gonna, if I don't give that to somebody or auction it off or something like that, I am going to keep it. I'm gonna keep it, I'm gonna use it, you know? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think, in fact, it is wasteful to do other stuff. I don't think it's necessarily wasteful to do stuff. Like, I have a friend, because, by the way, shout out to all of our British sisters and brothers and non-binary others, but I don't know the exact specificities of the law, but I guess you're just not allowed to be legitimately trans, like legally legitimately trans. Obviously, if you were valid, if you're a trans woman, you're a woman. If you're a trans man, you're a man. But in Britain, they are like revoking trans rights and trans identities from the legal system, and it's a very scary and stupid and mean and fucked up time. And if you're like, I'm just enjoying Harry Potter and it's not hurting anybody, if you're watching it on like DVD at home, I agree. If you're reading the books at home by yourself, I agree. But if you are publicly supporting, if you are paying into Harry Potter, this was funded by J.K. Rowling. Isn't she the wealthiest woman in the world? And she donates so much to these political parties who push these ideologies. And, like, there's a lot of reaching across the aisle in these parties with, like, people who believe other things too that are very bad. So just let that be known that some shit actually happened and it is, like, partially her fault. So I'm never the person out here to cancel anybody. You all should know that about me right now. I don't like lists. I don't like exclusionary, like, large rules. I don't like singling people out. That is not my deal. But if you are supporting this woman, even if you think it's just by, like, doing a small thing and, like, it's not hurting anybody, it's hurting people. I know people this is affecting. Like, I know them. I just recently made a friend who this really affects, and it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to see. So, like, yeah, please keep that in mind, that it's a very scary time for trans people. And if you love trans people, and if you love me, I'm non-binary, which is under the trans umbrella. I'm not here to claim that I suffer from the same issues that a lot of trans people do. I pass in every way. But just know that, like, these people need our help. And Everybody needs to stand up for trans people, so please do. People think you're silly for not playing music by artists whose politics you find deplorable, but I'm not going to give assholes free publicity and help them profit. Thank you, Sark. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Especially, you know, I've said this before. If she was just some like racist old grandpa and everything, like if we were living in a time of like unprecedented freedoms and a time of unprecedented tolerance and things like that, and J.K. Rowling was just like old man yelling at cloud, I wouldn't really give a shit. I'd be like, well, you're wrong and you're gonna die someday, so goodbye. But we don't live in that world, you know? Like, we don't live in that world. So yeah, let me see what anybody else is saying. Yeah. Yours is currently in transit. It sucks. There are brands you have polishes of that I later found out were problematic. You still use the stuff. You just have to talk about it. Exactly. Exactly. You can celebrate colors, but not say where you got them. That's why I don't want to be an influencer anymore. Because honestly, a number of things. I heard this. I think Husbando watched a video and then like what it said clicked to me. Was that there was a time when artists didn't want to sell out, and nowadays everybody wants to sell out, including me. I wanted to sell out, and it was like, oh, I'm not making money, I'm not getting supported by brands, like what am I doing with my life? And I'm like, wait a minute, this was never what it was supposed to be about. So yeah, I'm done selling out. Not that I ever did it successfully, but I'm done being a sellout. I'm done being a try-hard to try to sell out. Then you do have canceled your color pass, though if they told you they did. They didn't tell me they did anything. They didn't answer my email at all. I canceled my future color passes. I like unsubscribed. I do a yearly. So I've already paid up until winter of next year. Or no, spring of next year. I've already paid into. So too late for me. Yeah, they never replied. Yeah. You don't like to front on other DJs who do play music by said artists, but I don't keep quiet about your own position. Yeah, exactly. Like, everybody's going through their own shit, and like, I'm not here to like single anybody except for billionaires and such out on their beliefs. Like, that's just not my deal. I treat people the way that I'd like to be treated, and how I would like to be treated is that people assume the best of me. And so I always assume the best of people. But in cases like J.K. Rowling, when they're just on Twitter constantly spreading hate, I can't assume the best, you know? She's breaking that assumption. I've always assumed the best of her. Until she was like, actually, I'm the fucking worst. Well, actually. And like, I have a Harry Potter tattoo. My entire like for my 16th birthday, my mom redid like my room. Like, she redid the entire upstairs of our house, like Harry Potter themed. Partially because she knew that it would be cheaper than helping me like pay for an apartment in college. If she like, you know, tried to convince me to like stay home for longer, which she did. So this isn't a small deal for me. And it's something I had to do. Selling out for lemons only. You all know I'm a lemon whore. I am a lemon whore. It's always been about the citrus. Yeah. They wouldn't let me cancel this year, but you ended it, so you won't get it next year. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. She's doing her platform to spout bullshit, so I'm not going to use mine to spout hers. Use mine to spout mine and not give her play. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right. All right. I gotta say, it's been nice having the long nails again. However, I am so happy. I'm so happy to be back short again. It's gonna be really nice to use my hands. It's gonna be really nice to use my hands. Again. Alright, alright, alright. So I've got this plate. So we're gonna start off with probably Assert Colors. I mean, TBH is gonna be like pretty Vice collection heavy. Let's see. Because I think they had a teal last year, right? Well, not a teal, like a seafoam green. Where did mine go? Like, I'm pretty sure I have this color. Oh, it's this. High Roller. I think that's the right color. Let me look it up. It's very, very close. Let me pull this over, though, to this screen. Yeah, that's very, very close. Okay. Yas! Hello, Rahara! Hello! Barney's still down next to you again, but seems mad. I kept pulling him off of the keyboard and all the other places he was not supposed to be. Yes, Sark is in here. We are discussing the current events, but now we are moving on to my 420 nails, and I am doing my nails like my favorite dispensary. And I'm really excited because I'm gonna go visit them soon, and they often notice my nails. So I'm really excited to do something for them. I really love just like local places. And I feel like this place kind of wants to be bigger than a local place. But right now it's just a local place. Right now it's just local. I really should use some cuticle softener. But instead I'm just gonna pick at this cuticle. It's always this cuticle. It's always this cuticle over here in the corner of this nail. Like nothing else will have a cuticle. But it's like over here, it's just like, by the way, would you like some excess cuticle that will not leave for love or money? And I'm like, no, I wouldn't like that, actually. Yes, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Starshine. The earth says hello. Okay, all right. I feel like I could have cleaned my nail plate better, but I just can't be arsed today. I just can't be arsed. You missed us talking about lemon stealing horrors and Danny making an amazing new design for our merch store. It is so good. It is so fucking good. Where is it? Where is her merch store design? Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Yes, it is doing a mini chop on your nails as well. This is the life, we're refreshing, a spring refresh. I actually kind of wonder, with as much Orly Bonder as I have, if I will ever run out of Orly Bonder base coat. Because I still have like half a bottle of refill. And base coat is just one coat. Base coat's just one coat. You do it every time. But I bought that refill pretty early in my nail polish life. And I wonder if I'm ever gonna run out. You guys went back to Kinda Shorties as well. There's so much stuff I've been doing this week that I've been like, I know I'm chopping, and this would be so much easier if I had already chopped. But I'm like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. All right. All right. All right. So let's go in with High Roller. This one was like, I wasn't seeing it because it's so, I wasn't expecting it to be so pastel. But the color it is mimicking, like the color I'm using it for is also this pastel, so. So it's fine. I really should have done a cleanup because I'm like looking at the random like dust in the corner here and I'm like, nah fam. Should I go back and just do it? I am fucking this up royally. I am fucking this up royally. I just really don't want to, but at the same time, I know that if I don't, fine. Fine, fine. I will get my least favorite cuticle remover. Is in a massive bottle. So I never lose it. It's been a wild day so far. Lemon stealing whores and troll nipples. Whenever I have shorties, I miss my long nails, and whenever I have long nails, I miss my shorties. But my nails, like, one of the reasons I had, like, shortened my nails is because I was, like, certain there'd be things that I couldn't do in my hobby, my other hobby, with these, with the long nails. And that I was wrong about. I was wrong about that. Your washing machine is being so dramatic. Like, bitch, I get it. You're washing towels, but jeez. Get over yourself. Get over yourself. I wish I could hear my washing machine from this room. It's one of our biggest problems with our washing machine is that you can't, like, hear it from anywhere in the house. And then you just don't know when it's done. And so you end up, like, leaving it in there forever because it's, like, out of sight, out of mind. All right, all right, all right. Ugh, I hate it when I have to fight with myself to, like, do the right thing. Y'all ever do that where you're like, I'm gonna take the easy way out? This one is still, like, it's still got some shit. Maybe I should go, like, actually wash my hands. Yeah, start laundry. Do it. But yeah, you gotta, like, get yourself to, like, you, like, try to cut corners. Yeah. Yeah, at times I try to cut corners, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna cut these corners. And I'm in the middle of cutting the corners. And I'm like, this is not working well. I am straight up not having a good time right now. Cutting these corners. And you gotta, like, go back and do twice the work because, like, you gotta undo the corners you already cut and start over from scratch. And it's like, well, are you happy now? Are you happy now that you tried to cut corners? How did that work for you? Not very good, it would seem. Whew. Where's my energy drink? I'm always like, where's my energy drink? Like, do this correctly, for Christ's sakes. Do it correctly. All right. Oh, this looks so good. It looks so good. I never wear colors like this. It's looking so good. What you gotta understand is that it looks so good. Oh, yes. Hello, Akukukachu. Makes you want to distress some furniture with white chalk paint. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Just goes on so smoothly. You ever just have a polish where you're like, damn. You just do everything, don't you? You're just so good. All right. I was so happy when I made my whites video, my white creams video, and compared all of my white creams. And I gave Mooncat White Rabbit #1 and was like, you don't understand, this nail polish is different. And then, I don't remember who it was, but somebody like bought it and was like, I bought this because of this, and you are right. And I was like, oh, yes. It's one thing I hate, misleading people. I hate it when I'm like, this is the best, and they're just like, no, it's not. I tried it, and it did not work. And I'm like, ugh. And a lot of the times that's just, you know, personal opinion, personal preference, or like, you know, their house was 2 degrees hotter than mine was that day or whatever. But when I say like something's exceptional and someone comes back and they're like, that was exceptional, I'm like, yes. Yes, I'm so glad you love it. I need more of them. I don't have one right now. Or I do, and it's just like somewhere stupid. And I keep meaning to order more, and I absolutely should, especially before they reflect the tariffs, which they might already. They might already reflect the tariffs. Everything happening right now is such bullshit, everybody. Like, I don't understand why anybody would want things to be this way. Anybody. I don't understand. I don't understand why that man wants things this way. I don't understand why anybody would want things the way they are. And in a way, I'm glad I don't understand. You got the People of Smudge-Free top coat on my recommendation is truly unmatched. Thank you. It is truly unmatched. You're so right. Looks a little more green, but your nails are Tiffany blue right now too. Amazing. Yeah, this is a little green. This is what I'm going for. Yeah, People is sick. Okay, so I'm gonna look at some of the I'm gonna go on the website for this place and just kind of like refresh my brain on how they look. Let's refresh. A-holes want it this way because they think that it will make them feel like they're better than us. I guess, but like at what, like literally at what cost? Because like, even if you're just like, excuse me, even if you want the like, some of this stuff to be happening, it sucks so bad. Everything just sucks so bad. And those people gotta know that their compliance will not save them. Random ass people who are freaking citizens, who've been citizens their entire life, who are born here, are getting like emails being like, time to leave America. And like, sounds like they've been like, it's been like, they've been trying to like work that shit out, like that nothing has actually come of that. Like, still not okay. Yeah. Not that anybody in this audience is doing any of this shit, but like, if you are, if you're like, well, actually, I like these things, you shouldn't. Because they're not gonna stop. Sorry that I'm just being a fucking downer. I was just thinking about that today. And I was just like, I don't know. I just needed an outlet to complain about it. Yeah, you didn't vote for the leopards eating people's faces party. Yeah, the leopards will eat your face if you did or didn't vote for them. I'm looking for my fonts, but I might not have them. And honestly, I don't really need to do lettering on this, but I would love the option. Is this my fonts? This is my fonts. Let me see if I have the fonts I was thinking of using. Because this one has it. It's this font up here, but I don't know if that's going to actually fit. I don't know if that will actually, if I can actually like write the name with that. Oh, it looks like this does have it. Let me look at the ends. The N isn't quite right, unfortunately. Is this N? This N is correct. I guess I could just do TC. They're called Tropicana. But I don't think I don't think it's gonna be worth it. So I'm just gonna kind of look at, I'm gonna look at their merch. Products. I'm good. Preach for We Are the Choir. Just such a relief because our entire family is crazy and double down their support of the wrong people. I literally, they need some lemon ceiling horror merch. They really do. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. There are some people in my life that I haven't, that I'm pretty sure voted for this, but I haven't talked to them about how they feel right now, and I am a bit afraid to. And honestly, like, I don't necessarily think that they approve of what's happening right now, but at the same time, I think they might just be so out of touch that they like don't get it. They just don't like understand. Or at least I kind of hope that that is the case. All right, so we're just gonna do some fun stuff here. I'm just gonna do some fun stuff. I want to figure out exactly what I want to do here. I could do like a cool background for some of these things. The flamingo is very important. This flamingo is very important. So the flamingo is going to go down. For sure. For sure, this flamingo is going to be here. The flamingo is often in a diamond shape. I don't know. I almost like want to put it in front of like the sun or something. I kind of want to do like a bit of a scene. Just like a bit of a scene. Like a suggestion of a scene. So I wonder, I guess black. Are the Moira stamping plates good? Yeah, they're decent. They're not bad. They're for sure not bad. Like, they're usable. There's some like Mundo de Uñas, like their usability is debatable. Sometimes they work fine, but they're really sharp. They can like fuck up your stamper, amongst other things. And also they just like don't pick up. Also, the people that TSS Collab used to, they're fine now, but what they used to use was not good. It was not at all good. But yeah, Moira, at least they are consistently usable. Are they like the best etched plates I've ever experienced? Not exactly, but like they're fine. All right, I got a new stamper. Oh wow, this one's like round. Interesting. This is like, it came with like 2 heads, and this one is like a round head. Very interesting. I'm gonna put it in this bag. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know what to say. Drom's elated, but you guess Sugar Bubbles got kicked off PPU? For what? Was it for AI? Because if it was for AI, I agree. I mean, like, Kadachi! 20 months, holy shit. I'm gonna put on a layer of top coat. Where is my top coat? Oh, my top coat's in my Tweaksy hinge. It's so crowded right now. I don't even need these. I don't even need you. I don't even need you. Go away. Kadachi, how are you doing? Are you continuing to get Holo Taco stuff? I must know. Thank you so much for your Matamfim. I loved it. I loved it. It was for AI. She voluntarily pulled her last plate because people complained that the images were clearly AI gen. And then she was asked to not come back. Yeah. That, like, yeah, you know? That sucks. Like, it sucks that they put themselves in that position. There were definitely some Labyrinth plates that were clearly AI gen, or some Labyrinth images. And I would say in this scenario, it is more complex than others because, like, most of the stuff that we see on plates in PPU, I would say, are just literally stolen material. Or they're from something like Canva or some other like image sharing thing where like they paid somebody once for something and now you're using it. And of course, like, that is very different from AI. You know, buying somebody's image and then, you know, letting people use it, like that person did get paid. But I would say that I'm not like looking at all my stamping plates and being like, these images were 100% ethically sourced. There is like stuff in this top coat, and because I'm using just like a cream, it is like more obvious than normal that there is like little bits of debris. But yeah, like, I do think that I would rather have homegrown stolen content. Sorry to use the word homegrown. I'd rather have legitimately stolen content than AI. Yeah, some chatters in Nicole's Discord said that at least 2 separate instances of Sugar Bubbles taking / generating artwork. Yeah, but like, you know, you go on like MDU exists to steal. Now they're mostly stealing from big corporations and stuff. Like if somebody makes a Disney plate, I do not give a shit. I give literally 0 shits. But like my Labyrinth plate that Sugar Bubbles made, there were a lot of images that I recognized from around the web that I was like, I don't think you probably asked that person permission. And I do a bit regret buying the Sugar Bubbles Labyrinth plate because when I finally like had it in my hands, it wasn't better than my other 2 Labyrinth plates. Now, given I think the other one that I had was an old Sugar Bubbles, Yeah, 2 different top coats for glitter, shimmers, and creams for this very reason. You hate seeing little specks in your creams. You know what? Yeah, that's so smart. That is so smart. I should be using, I still haven't tried my Cuticula, my Cuticula top coat. I have like a Cuticula like top coat with hollow in it. That's like a quick dry top coat with hollow in it. And I've tried that, but I did buy the Cuticula top coat. Ooh, I'm gonna do a big stretch. Oh, very nice, very nice. I don't know how I could afford to completely ethically source images if I were a small plate business. The way to do it would be to be an artist. Be an artist. Like, that is the sad truth, is like, and that is one reason why I'm so upset that frickin' whatchamacallit, Maniology has made so many bad decisions and I don't buy from them anymore, is because like they are one of the only stamping plate companies out there actually making their own images, actually paying designers to make their images. And like, it is tempting to go back to them. I mean, for the thing that really cinched the deal for me with Maniology was that they like ignored Kelly until she went public with her like struggles with them. That was like the big thing that pissed me off about them more than anything. Cause like the first infraction was what they said in their thing, their Facebook group for Roe versus Wade, which like they needed to take a stronger stance and not be so nice about people who were like pro the overturn. And also at the same time, like, I can kind of like see that, like, I wish they had just been like, take it outside, you know, but instead they were like, everybody is welcome. And then like, personally, the thing with the true crime plate, a lot of people say that they put a picture of a real missing person on it, of a real missing child. And that is patently untrue. That is not what happened. They used a real headline from a real missing person, but it was just like CJ parents still looking for whatever. And like, it was kind of a stupid idea to do a true crime plate, but I really hate it when people have the wrong information and spread it like it's true. I hate that. No matter who it's about, no matter what it is, a lot of people are like, I'm gonna spread this information. I'm gonna not worry about spreading misinformation about a topic that I think is bad. And if you are that kind of person, stop fucking doing that. Stop fucking doing that, because then people can look at the thing that you are complaining about and say it's not true, and then they'll invalidate your entire argument, even if your argument's totally right. So like, I really hated that people were like, there was a real picture of a real missing child. And I'm like, I owned that plate. There wasn't a real picture of a real missing child. That's just not what happened. Yeah. If enough other companies mess up big like Orly, then Maniology might be back on your radar, right? Like, it's this is why I'm no longer an influencer, because it's just like, there is like, everybody's gonna fuck up, everyone's gonna make mistakes, and like, yeah, sorry if you hate me now because I'm like, life's complicated. People are complicated, situations are complicated. But it's the fucking truth. Situations are fucking complicated. And like, I could just never buy any nail stuff ever again. And honestly, the world might be better off for it, because like, there's going to be less plastic and less whatever. And I would save money. But like, clearly that's not happening. but I'm just gonna have to like small in my scope until like, you know, like even if you're buying from a company that's never done anything wrong in their life, like that you know of, you have no idea necessarily what that person, and like there is one company who I'm just not gonna name, but they were from a different country and they released stuff that was pro a dictator. Fully. Just pro a dictator. Who is a dictator. Who hates gay people and wants them dead. And not naming names, but he said he got a boner about Trump visiting. A company made a pro that person plate. And nobody said a damn thing. No one said a damn fucking thing. Because people just like latch onto one thing and go like, this is everything. And no matter how small the infraction is, then that company's on your shit list forever. And like, I don't really care. Like, companies can be on my shit list forever. Companies generally are. I hate capitalism. I'm pretty sure I've told you about this before. But like, I mean, like, I don't want to destroy this company, because the thing is that this person's a dictator, and they also released stuff for the other person that was running against this dictator, because it was still a voting thing. And who knows? I do not know. They might have been in jeopardy for, like, releasing that other thing. Maybe they thought they were going to be arrested if they, like, released the other thing without releasing, like, a fair and balanced other side. Thank you. You know, especially because it's a different country, but it's like, it's so amazing the horse blinders people will wear. It is so amazing the horse blinders people will wear. And this is not me saying go out and buy Orly. It's not me saying go out and buy Maniology. I want you all to do what feels best for you in your heart and what you think will make a difference. I'm just trying to say, like, if you're the kind of person who's hating on people for like minor decisions, like you spent $14 on this company that I don't agree with, just like, okay, go and learn about every single company you've ever, like, go, like, you know, like, I'm gonna go, like, investigate, like, fucking Daisy BBs and see what shit's happening in there. And, like, maybe you should, and maybe we should all live in a fucking compound and, like, you know, like, maybe we should all live in a commune. Most of the time, it's not the mistakes that are made, it's about how they handle those. Absolutely, Kadachi. And that's the thing about Maniology. That is the thing about Maniology, is that, like, they kept making mistakes and they didn't do anything. And then Orly, again, like, obviously, like, their mistake was, like, very personal, but then they just totally fucking ignored us. They just totally fucking ignored us. Exactly. So give yourself some grace. Don't necessarily give big companies some grace, but if you need to buy from a big company that you don't like, give yourself some fucking grace. Because what I've noticed about a lot of people who don't give others grace is they don't also give themselves grace. I've seen this so many times. I've seen a lot of people who are the most outwardly hateful people of, like, things that I also hate. And they'll be, like, down with, like, this individual who's, like, doing this thing. And so often they have such a deep-seated hate for themselves as well. And it's sad. So I think if everybody gave each other a little bit more grace, it would be a much better world. You're always really behind on what brands do, so to try to spend your money accordingly in the future. Exactly. You don't hate on people who buy from brands you don't support anymore. Yeah. Like, there's some people who buy from brands I don't support anymore who also, like, make manis that are, like, yay MAGA. And that is the problem. But yeah, some people just don't fucking know. Some people are just behind on the times, or they're not terminally online, you know? And, like, not being terminally online is one of the most radical things you can do right now. Maybe radicals, resistant things you can do right now, but, like, also you should stay informed. Like, I've been trying to be less online, but I do read the news every day. Like, actual news every day, not just, like, the stuff that people are, like, shoving in my face. And, like, obviously news networks, everything's nuanced. By the way, I'm going to take a moment to remind everybody on the topic of something very nice and not bad at all, except for one line that's bad. which I will warn people about later when we're watching the movie. We are watching Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Dolly Parton, Burt Reynolds, sex positivity from the 80s. Beautiful love story. Makes me cry like if you cry every time. We are watching the Best Little Whorehouse in Texas tonight, 5 p.m. PST in the Discord. I'm going to share the Discord. Remember, the Discord is 18 plus and queer friendly. If you're not 18 plus or queer friendly, you're not welcome in the Discord. I'm so sorry. But we did show off a whole ass dick last time we watched a movie, so be there or be square, or don't be there because you don't want to see a whole ass dick. There are tits in the movie. Yay! Okay. Depends on how your kids are this evening. I would say it's okay to watch with them, but there are boobies. A whole ass dick. Yes. A whole dick butt, if you will. I'm having that, like, post-rant cringe right now. Where I'm like, oh my god, was I, like, too much? But whatever. Was I too much? Yes. There are tits, people! You've been warned. There are tits! And when we are watching Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, there is a police officer. All cops are bastards except for Ed Earl, okay? And Deputy Fred. There are 3 cops who aren't bastards. And honestly, Ed Earl maybe... You know, Ed Earl I think is not a bastard. Ed Earl, though, he does stuff that I don't approve of cops doing sometimes. He breastfeeds your daughter seen boobs. That's I've been watching this since I was a kid, Allie. I've been watching this since I was a kid. And I actually had somebody tell me, my auntie visited a while back, and she's like, I remember when you were a kid, and you would like just be like sitting there watching Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. And I'm like, that is literally my favorite movie to this day. At the time, though, my favorite movie was the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I also really loved Arachnophobia. Oh, that's gonna need to be redone. I watched Arachnophobia a lot, but I haven't watched it since I was a kid. I have not done a rewatch. I like Speed, Riz. And the cop on Mr. Oh, yes. Okay, yes. There are a few cops who aren't bastards. Ed Earl, Deputy Fred, the cop on Mr. Rogers, and Arthur from Arthur. Arthur from my favorite manhwa, Arthur, became a cop for trans rights. And then his boyfriend, like, needed help with this thing, and he's like, I don't want to ask you for it because, like, it might ruin your reputation in the Force. And he's like, I got in the Force because of, like, fucking justice. So, like, don't you even worry about a thing, man. Like, I don't need to be a cop anymore. There are tips in Arachnophobia too, I believe. Coincidence? And I turned out bisexual. Coincidence? Arachnophobia made me gay. True life, Arachnophobia made me gay. I really do want a shirt that says ACAB except for Arthur. And then people will be like, who's Arthur? And I'm like, do you like gay porn? Because I sure do. Y'all, I'm like straight up not... I'm like, Nikki says that all the time. I'm straight up not having a good time. I'm having a good time with y'all. But now I'm all heated because I'm talking politics, and also I am like having an issue with this. Where's my fancy scraper? I haven't used my fancy scraper in a while because it's dirty and I didn't want to clean it, but I kind of want to use my fancy scraper because this is just like not doing the job. I'm like, my fancy scraper is dirty. That's how long it took to clean it. When I first got this fancy scraper, Fox News would pick up my story. That would almost be funny to do. If in a different time, that would be a really funny thing to do. Would be just to go on Fox News and be like, yeah, my mom showed me Arachnophobia and there were tits in it, and I'd never seen tits before because she bottle fed me. And I'm sure that's what made me gay. God damn it. This is just not working. Okay. There is going to be a way that this works. I guarantee it. I guarantee there's going to be a way this works. Here's the thing about the fancy scraper. Let me tell you about the fancy scraper. There are things the fancy scraper does better than every other scraper. Sometimes I can't pick up an image and the fancy scraper gets it. And then other times it works worse. So I would say that if you find yourself having difficult times with certain images, it wouldn't be, if you're really into stamping, I think that the fancy scraper is worth it to try. I think that one of the things I need to do is I needed a double scrape. The double scrape basically did it. So I'm going to clean this up. I need to get tape. And I'm going to stamp it, and then I can just like fill in the gaps. Sometimes you got to double scrape because like a single scrape's usually good, but sometimes like you need to get more of the polish like shoved into the crevices. The crevasses, as Nikki says. Okay. We're going to... Oh, I hate this, but I really need to get this... Okay. Do I want to use... I think I'll use that line there. So yeah, sometimes it works better, and I don't actually remember... I don't think it works very well on large pools, but usually if you... Hello, Spadazzles. Have you been here the whole time? Have I said hi to you? Hello. Yeah. Like Ali said, it's usually not the scraper. In my experience, it's usually the plate or the polish that's giving me a hard time. It's usually not the scraper or the stamper. But sometimes your stamper is just not working. Sometimes your scraper is just not working. Like, sometimes when we touch, the honesty is too much. You know what I mean? Hello, Polish Mess. Hello. I know it has, hasn't it? Well, if you want to come hang out, we are watching Best Little Whorehouse in Texas later. And it's very good. Or we can just hang out now. Okay, that came out beautifully. So my issue I was having was doing one scrape and not two scrapes. Which is not usually my problem. When I first started stamping, I would scrape like a fucking maniac. That didn't come out perfectly. That sucks. I thought it was going to come out perfectly and it didn't, but it's okay. I think that it's going to be fine. I'm not too worried about it. I don't think anybody's going to notice. It is my favorite movie of all time, and it's my birthday, or it was my birthday, on Wednesday. Last week, we watched Danny's favorite movie, which is Secondhand Lions. And I had never watched it. I think because it just came out at a time that, like, it came out in 2003. So I was like 16. And so I think I was just like, that looks stupid. And I didn't watch it. But I did see it and it was so fucking cute. I have to say, I approve. We got frickin', who's the other guy? Michael Caine's in it, and there's another guy. And there's also Haley Joel Osment, who, King, just got booked on alcohol and cocaine charges. I saw in the news. Was he DUIing? Because, like, how do you get booked on alcohol charges? Unless he was running a bar and, like, wasn't following the liquor laws. Sex and Tan Lions. It is... Why? This is so funny. On the page for Secondhand Lions, the first row of people does not include the fucking the one fucking brother, Robert Duvall. That's who I thought it was. I was like, I think it's Robert Duvall, but I don't know Robert Duvall well enough to confirm that in my brain. So proud of myself, though. Yeah, HJO, our friend HJO got booked on some charges. Yeah, I feel so bad almost always for child stars, former child stars, and child stars that are current child stars. Sometimes they become such assholes that I don't feel bad for them, but I still feel bad for, like, you know, the little them. You know, like, people don't gotta end up that way. But if he's just, like, drinking and doing cocaine, I really don't care. If that's all he's doing, if he's just like, I was just doing some cocaine. He's just like, whatever, just doing some cocaine. I'm like, you know, do what you want, man. It's your life. They should leave you alone. Let you live your life. Secondhand Lions came out and your mom worked at a movie rental store, so you've seen everything between 2000 and 2008. That's adorable. I love that. I love that. I miss movie rental stores so much. I've been playing this game called Penko Park, and it's like, it's Pokemon Snap. I never played Pokemon Snap, but I have been told it is Pokemon Snap, just like with different things that aren't Pokemon in it, or Pikachus. It has different Pikachus in it than Pokemon Snap. And apparently, I didn't know this, but my friend, he loved Pokemon Snap. And he would go to Blockbuster to get his stuff printed out. I got some new brushes that I'm trying. They're just kind of generic brushes. They're not like, it's not from a fancy website or anything. Oh my god, that is such a long striper brush. I am never gonna use that. Never, never. Okay. But these two I'll use. Little detail brush and a little bit of a longer brush. Ooh, Starly's making cool weighted brushes. These brushes are already kind of sucking, so basically this lid isn't doing it. This lid, maybe it won't come off. No, it's coming off. This lid isn't doing it. And then I was like, oh, maybe I can push it down onto here, onto these little rubbery things, but it just pushes them out of their little, like, holes. But what I will say is that it seems like these will not react to the acetone. So that's quite cool. That is good. All right, we're gonna get ourselves a real bright neon pink. Ooh. Let's do Salon Perfect. We're gonna do Salon Perfect Oh Snap. I love this polish and I hardly ever use it anymore, but it is absolutely perfect for this look. Now I wonder if the Starly weighted brushes are going to be acetone resistant. Because that's always my problem, is that they're not acetone resistant. And I'm just like, fuck, man. And that's one of the best things about Holo Taco brushes, is that they are acetone resistant. unfortunately, this polish really needs to be thin, and I don't have any polish thinner right now. So we're just gonna have to cope with that. Because I already done started. All right. So another thing I'm gonna do, because I'm painting this over black and the flamingo's legs are black as well. So I'm gonna throw down a little bit of the base color. Cat Medicine time is done. You're planning to try to make to the movie, but you said last year you fell that you fell asleep, so who knows? Okay. I hope you can make it, and that you don't fall asleep during it or before. That would be awesome. Yeah, we're gonna just do a really thin layer of this on the leggies and hope it looks good. Yeah, that should look good. And I think I'm gonna do a little bit of white behind it. Just so it doesn't, like, just so it doesn't look weird. I really hate it when, like, it's, like, not opaque enough. I do think I need a little more pink. I wish I had, chosen a different pink or had a thinner, because, yeah, this shit's thick. I have another thinner coming, and I should actually have one in this house somewhere is another bottle of thinner. But it's not coming until I get my polish pickup. You cannot make it. Your sister's in town. We are going out with your friends to celebrate her moving here in a couple of weeks. Well, I hope you have a really good time. And I think you've seen it before. So at least you're not like, missing it, you know? At least you're not like never going to see it. I'm pretty sure you've seen it before. I think what I'm going to do on my other nails is I think I'm going to do just like a topper is what I'm going to do. I do kind of feel like keeping it simple today. Oh, what time is it? 2:15. So if we do a cool topper, I'll definitely have time. For, no, my other hand. And maybe I'll pick like a cool specialty finish. Yes, it was. It was one of the first movies we played. Like, how movie night got started. Well, I've always hosted like movie parties for like me and my friends. I've always done that, like at home, physically. And then I met Nikki's Nails, and I'd never seen Twilight, and Nikki loves Twilight. And so Nikki was like, we're gonna like watch Twilight as a family. And I'm like, absolutely, we're gonna watch Twilight. So we watched Twilight. It was an experience. The first Twilight, I think, is very good, actually. I think that it knew what it was doing. It did it perfectly. It was so funny. It was so campy. It was so silly. It was just like exactly what it needed to be. And then the rest of them, you know, that would be awesome. That'd be so awesome, Danny. So then that like kind of just started the trend. And we have been doing them ever since. And we used to do them every week. But that got a bit too much, being busy every Friday night, so. We moved over to every other week. And that has worked really well for me. Okay, I just realized I'm gonna need to put down a smudge-free top coat. I actually still smudged it a little bit because it is like, sometimes you can still smudge with a smudge-free top coat if like the thing is like crisp enough. It won't like smudge it all the way down, but sometimes your like brush physically hits it and it can't be helped. Yeah, the first Twilight's really good. And if you don't think the first Twilight's good, you might just not like campy, stupid, silly movies, you know? You might just like, it might just not be your thing. And that's fine. But it is my thing. Maybe I will stamp like some like cute patterns. Let's see. I do have this 90s retro pattern. This 90s retro thing. So let's see. We have these patterns too. But here is my like retro 90s. It's not fully vaporwave. But do I want this or do I just want like a fun topper? Is the question. What do I want? What do I want? And if I do these, what color do I want it to be? That's the question. If I do these, I kind of do just want a fun topper. So maybe I will just like put this over to the side. I need to like put things away after I get them out, but where's the fun in that? Let's find a fun topper that will make me feel alive. Let's see. Maybe. We've got Steffi. Actually, Steffi is a classic birthday color, so, cause it's called Steffi. Let's just do Steffi. And I guess on my other hand, I can do Stephanie as a weirdo. I don't really like Stephanie as a weirdo, though. I have Stephanie as a weirdo by Art as Nails. And, like, I do really like it. Well, okay, no. I really like the name, but I don't really like the polish. That's the problem. Because I don't really like it. It's just, like, kind of like weird, cloudy purple. And it's annoying. It's cloudy because it has like It has like hollow in it. But then like the base is like not fully sheer. So that's what's annoying about it. There you go. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Is there another... For this finger, do we have a... Yeah, on there. Get. I want to take off some of that. Okay, I guess I'm going to put that one over here. Because this side now has too much going on. Toppers are a fine line. You want some black flakies? Okay. Actually, I don't know if I have a black flaky I can use right now. Because my one, like, black flaky is, it is in desperate need of thinner. And I don't know if I have another one. I don't think I have Hollow Taco Black Flaky. I'm gonna put these up here. Just for consistency. Hello, my love. Thank you. This is very thoughtful of you. I love you so much. I got a Diet Coke. Oh, I'm so sorry. Husbando's tripping over my disaster. Thank you. I love you. You can't remember if you have a black polished colorful flakies? That just means you're a true collector. That's all that means. That just means you've ascended. Okay, we're gonna do this flamingo. Okay, this flamingo is actually too big for my middle finger right now. So we're just gonna do our best. Look how fucking cute. Look how fucking cute, y'all. Let me do a good focus. Look how fucking cute! Which one are you thinking of adding? I'm gonna be honest with you. I am usually disappointed in black with colorful flakies, but I do think that it is important to try. Because maybe you won't be. Thank you! Thank you! Thank you, thank you. I do kind of wish I'd outlined the entire flamingo in teal, but I think that that's splitting hairs. Thank you, thank you. I'm so happy. I'm gonna show this to the people at Tropicana. I hope that my favorite bud tender is there and that they like compliment me. I will be shoving it in their face. There's actually, I have one, oh my God, it was so funny. I went there one time and there was a person working there and she was like, this one's not my favorite bud tender, but like she's cool and has noticed my nails before. And like we were talking and then she goes like, she was like training somebody and she's like, are you, oh, you're the person with the ball sack, and I was like, the person she was training was looking at her like she was absolutely insane, and I'm like, I know that you're probably right, but I do not know what you're talking about. And then finally she was like, the Christmas nails with the balls, and I was like, yes, that was me. I do have a weed leaf. For sure. Let me grab it. I don't know. Let me see. Is this the one? I think this is the one. Yes, I do. Oh, I forgot. I completely forgot about this one. I've never used that. I've never used this stamping plate before. And I have like... Actually, maybe I'll just use pink again, though. Which one do I want to use? Let's use maybe the drippy one, but since it's going on a pattern on the back, then maybe... I totally forgot about this. You don't have a backplate top coat, but you've considering getting one. Like the Holo Taco one is too big and covers too much. And you're annoyed at Holo Taco. Why are you annoyed at Holo Taco? Forbidden Cove is the one you're looking at. Let me look at that. I don't have Forbidden Cove. I have like, what's it called? Malicious? I have Malicious. That looks beautiful. In the pictures, this looks beautiful. In the pictures. I just never feel like I get what I want from a black flaky. Like not a black flaky, a black jelly base. There you go. Let's see. The question for me, if I want the... I guess I'll do the regular ones, because there's a lot going on already, so we don't need a drippy one. Yeah, especially Mooncat pictures, you fucking never know. All right. So let's get the tape. I saw somebody was like doing a thing that was like how to be more like eco-friendly with your nail polish hobby. And one of the things they said was like get one piece of tape and like instead of using like a lint roller, get one piece of tape and like reuse it a million times to the same mani. And like if you can do that, that is good. For sure. It is better to use like one piece of tape for the entire mani and not do what I just did and go like grab more. But also I'm just not sure if that's less wasteful than using a lint roller. You know? I just don't know if that's true. Let me find a pink that does not need thinner. Let's find a pink that doesn't need thinner. That hopefully matches that tone. Oh, you know what? Who has one? Which is, I think, pretty. Oh, it's a little. This is a little cooler toned, but this is Holo Taco Laid Back or Holo Taco. Frickin' Glisten and Glow Laid Back. Glisten and Glow is one brand that like I know the person who makes it, and we share most of the same values, so I'm always happy to give a little shout out to Jill. And also, like, this is somebody who is the company with like 2 people who work for it, and they're just making a living. Just making a living. This brush is too thin. Also, I'm getting black stamping polish all over my arm. I should have used this the whole time. Because unfortunately, like, Cirque Vice, they don't have, They don't really have like a hot pink. Like, they might have had it at some point, but since I've been buying them, they haven't made a good hot pink that I like. They've made ones I tolerate. Like, I like them for what they are, but like, they're always just kind of the wrong tone for me. I'll see you later, Allie. You think people think tape is better because it's smaller, but the amount you need to effectively clean up probably equal lint roller anyway. There is for sure that. And then also, like, there's a lot of lint rollers that are primarily paper, correct? Like paper and some sticky shit on it. And like, paper is more biodegradable, / it is biodegradable at all. Now, like, I don't know, maybe the paper has some, maybe it has, what am I trying to say? I'm gonna put some of this on. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's a chance that the roll is not 100% paper and it is partially plastic. And so, like, I mean, the holder for sure is. So, like, there's that thing right there. But, like, I try to go for paper over plastic always. If I can. Ooh, Pinnacle. I love Pinnacle. Pinnacle does a very important thing, in my opinion, and that's make polished bottles that I want to hold. I love when I just want to hold a polished bottle. And Pinnacle's my second favorite after Great Lakes Lacquer. Like, sure. I love a Great Lakes Lacquer polish. The ones that I have are lovely. But I mostly like them because I want to hold their bottle. I'm gonna make this one a little extra thick. So that it plays nicely on top of these glitters. You guys enjoying the Diet Coke right there? My beauteous Diet Coke. Yay! Fancy gloss, crushed onyx looks good too. I want to put in a fancy gloss order. I didn't get like a family birthday list out in good enough time, and it really sucks because like, oh no, did I? No, it's fine, actually. Hold on, I'm actually not gonna put white behind this. But what I will do is I'm gonna go behind this and fill it all in. By the way, I'm sure these brushes are gonna be amazing for detail work. But holy shit, does this suck for this. Okay. Back to old reliable, which is this Holo Taco brush. The second smallest Holo Taco brush is fucking legit. If I could only use one nail art brush for the rest of my life, it would be this one. And usually it is the only brush I use in a day. Like, when I'm, god damn it, it is like splitting like crazy though. So let's get it in there. All right, we need a sticky base. We'll let those both dry. And for my other hand, I'm honestly thinking that one truth, that the pink Truth or Dare sibling for my other hand. Thank you. See, this is why I love Tropicana so much. Their shit's so cute. Their shit's so cute, and their people are so friendly, and their prices are so good. So. Celebrating 420 with my favorite shop. That's the thing that sucks about capitalism and about the fact that, like, everybody sucks. I am, like, a natural cheerleader. I just want to, like, celebrate stuff. When I see a business doing good, I'm like, great job, guys. And then it pisses me off. When I guess I just hate that, like, people have different opinions than me. Cirque's Black Flake Topper is kind of exactly what you want, but you also have no other Cirque that you want. Maybe wait until, I don't know if you are gonna be like getting the Vice collection or might be interested in it. Maybe wait till then. Tropicana Weed Store. Tropicana, I'm open. I'm open. Let's collab. You and me, baby. All right, all right. Let me see if I can find... Instantaneous. Spin the bottle. We're gonna wear Spin the Bottle today. The entire Truth or Dare sibling collection is just fucking incredible. And this is a polish that, like, deserves a sibling name. You know, like, the thing is about a lot of polishes, like, specifically, I think Lion with a Thorn in its Paw, that it's like, this is, like, a sibling to that, is that, like, I don't feel like they're distinct enough to, like, for me to really notice it's a sibling, you know? But this, it's, like, neon base, black, funky glitters, blue shimmer. Like, this is enough for you to give me, like, another color and me to be like, oh, I see it, you know? This makes sense. Yes. Yes. God, we don't have a lot of time, but, like, I could do this on other nails too. I could do this on other nails too. Oh, Stephanie. Yeah. Exactly. It did add a little something extra. I just don't feel like doing more, but at the same time, I'm like, but you know what? I'm going out to like a nice fancy Easter brunch. So I think that I'm going to just leave them this way so that, like, I'm at least not, like, at the fancy Easter brunch being like, look at my weed nails. It's California though, so whatever. It's not like they're gonna be like, ooh, what are you wearing? It really did add a little something extra. Hopefully at some point, there will be a neon pink hit the bottle at PPU. They might already have a good one on their website. Because, yeah, their neon green is incredible. Their neon green stamping polish is incredible. There's a fly in here. We clearly need to, turn our fly zapper back on. We've had it off for a while now. There we go. It's very thick. You can't really tell from here, but this is a very thick leaf. It's probably also like sitting on a glitter that's like making it thicker. All right, gotta let those dry. I'm loving these. I love when I use a pre-established good color palette and then the color palette's good. And I'm like, wow, who'da thunk the color palette? Who'da thought that I would like this color palette that I've already liked? Yeah, thanks. This fly, why do you want to be in my hand? Why do you want to be here? I guess I'll start doing my other hand. I got some stamping. Oh, my headphones just disconnected. I've got a bit of black stamping polish on this nail. You've been obsessed with Accolade Nail Sunday Skittles. So many good color palettes. Yes. I should like save my favorite color palettes from various places and just like have them on standby for when I'm like, I don't know what to do. Or even when I do know what to do, but like it could be made better by a better color palette. Yeah, some swatch pictures of the fly on. I love that. You would. You fucking would. I wish these nails were cleaner, but I always have trouble keeping my short nails clean. My long nails are usually clean. But my short nails are clean for approximately 5 seconds after I get out of the shower, if I'm lucky. I think it's because when they're short, they get like stuff trapped in the like cramped zone under the nail, but if they're like not short, the stuff gets trapped under like the end of the nail and then you can just wash it off. All right. There we go. And I do a lot of stuff that gets me dirty. I'm always painting. Didn't think I'd be a person who was always painting. I did want to be an artist for a really long time. I mean, I always wanted to be an artist, but just like a different, you know, like I got a theater degree. But I never thought I'd be talented enough to do like visual art and have that be something that I was good at and proud of. Like I always wanted to, and I always tried. And I always felt like I was kind of like okay for my age. But I don't know, I feel like the way that like people would like encourage, there was so much less value placed on learning and growing as an artist in the spaces I was in versus like already being a talented artist. Like I feel like, yeah, like it was kind of like, oh, you have talent or you don't. And I think that's because like a lot of the people who were teaching us like weren't people who practiced their skills to get better. Like they were just like They're not people who didn't practice skills to get better, but like our teachers weren't like working artists, you know? So yeah, I always felt kind of like, oh, well, Kyle, literally, Kyle is better than me, so therefore I'll never be a good artist. You interrupted Paige because you went a little nuts with new emotes, and some of them are loaded in. Oh my god, yes. Be careful with that one. People might think you like Elon. I don't think you like Elon. The real Doge never did anything wrong, ever in its life. I still use Pepe as a reply because Pepe did not, the guy who made Pepe did not mean for him to become the symbol that he did. And Pepe is innocent. Pepe is innocent. Excellent, excellent. Nice. That was Stacy's Quality Nails like profile image for the longest time. This brush is a bit jacked up. I do declare, this brush is a bit jacked up. But nothing we can't work with. I just don't use Pepe because Pepe is ugly. You like cute, yeah. Pepe is very expressive. I also agree he's ugly, but he's also very expressive. Here's the new ones available to your subs. Enjoy! Yay! Oh my god, I love a surprised Pikachu. I love a surprised Pikachu. I love posting surprised Pikachus. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of use Pepe. I mean, obviously I don't use Pepe a lot. I'm not like out there like making it my job. But I kind of feel like it's almost like an act of resistance to like just be like, no. Like, I'm not gonna, like, this image was not made for fucking Nazis, you know? Like, this was made by some dude who was not like you. Or some, I don't know if they're a dude. And you can't take it away from me. Yeah, exactly. You love when you look at your emotes and discover you've gotten gift subs in a bunch of places and you don't know half of them. Yes! Yeah, because you've like ridden along on like a freaking raid train just like all night. I should start raiding again. I think I'd like to start raiding again. What I need to do is I need to make raid shoutouts. I need to do the thing where people do the copy and paste raid. And I need to make one for myself that just says like, I'm raiding and running enjoy. Because that's the thing, is that like, I don't want to, I'm always so done after stream. I just want to go lay down in my room for a bit. Hello, little fly. Hope y'all like flies, because this one likes to be seen by you. So just basically be like, hey, I'm here, I'm queer, you're used to it, and I'm gonna go lay down now. When you get them, even when you weren't in a raid is the funny part. Yes. What was this? Show me what you got. Interesting. That's from a stream he followed and was recommended, and he almost immediately got a gift sub. It's a Lego streamer. How fun. Yes. It is beautiful. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit. I'm gonna put on some top coat. I'm gonna coat the top of it like a boss. I'm gonna stretch and I'm gonna have my face look really... Oh yeah, that's a good angle. This is how I should stream. Right here. Beautiful. We're looking beautiful. I look like the trash heap in frickin' yes! I'm the trash heap in Fraggle Rock. If I go real back. You got an Evan and Caitlin gift sub, and they have the Juby emote. She passed away around the time Gus did, so it makes you emotional. Aww. Aww. My friend met Shepard for the first time last night. She walked in and she's like, I see there's cat things around. So there must be cats. And I'm like, yes. She didn't say it like that. That's my interpretation of the events. But yeah. And then I was like, she's like, where are they? And I'm like, well, one of them you will not see. Almost certainly you will not see Neko. But Shepard will make her way to you in time. And Shepard did make her way to her in time. I was just sitting there. I was like, ooh, there she is. And she was like already rubbing up on my friend's leg. And I'm like, yep. You see? You see it? She's a lover and a fighter. She will fight you, but first belly rubs. You also get emotional from yours, babies. I have new cat emotes. I need to put them up, and I keep saying it every single stream. So hopefully I will be able to make a raid call, especially for me, to be like, I'm here and I'm gone. Goodbye. And also put up my new kitty emotes that Fruit Bat made me. Fruit Bat or Flex on the Discord. And that is very special to have some emotes made by Flex, because like we've been friends for decades. For decades and decades. And he has been an artist for decades and decades. And so it's very special. It's so special to me when people from different parts of my life all come together and are in the same space. Like in the Discord, there's so many different people from different parts of my life that are just like I have known Flex since elementary school. I've known Omi since middle school. You know, Kajin came from a different like area. Vero came from my fanfic. Like, it's just really crazy. It's just amazing. I love it. If you were a cat, you'd be such a lap slut. Oh my god. If I were a cat, I would be one of those cats. Like, I would be like Neko. Honestly, I'd be a little bit like Neko, where I'd be like, yes, I want it so bad, and nothing for 3 weeks. Like, nothing. Not nothing. He's not a nothing ever cat, but like, he will like, no. No. My glisten and glow wasn't enough to fully save this. But it might be enough to make it kind of like rest back in place. Yeah, that's probably not gonna have a permanent scar. I love glistening glow. I love it. I love it. I'm sure there's other polish top coats that work just as well. But glisten and glow, in my experience, works the best. Except for when it comes to shrinkage. Anything with Toluene's gonna have some shrinkage to it, so if you're like, I want no shrinkage whatsoever, you're gonna have to just like go with something else. But as far as protection goes, Glisten and Glow cannot be beat. And as far as fast drying and protection, and consistency, not getting really stringy. Like, my Glisten and Glow is pretty dried out right now, and it's nowhere near like KB Shimmer when KB Shimmer is like new. Like, that one is so thick and can get so stringy, and like, yeah, it has a lot of the good qualities of Glisten and Glow, you know, really protective, dries really fast, but like, the consistency is not on par. Absolutely not on par. I think they do. It's called Top Hat, son. It's called Top Hat. Yes, I saw it and I wanted to get it. I need to do a Glisten and Glow order. I actually do. Yes. Oh, and it's exactly what you're looking for, I think. Isn't that exactly what you're looking for? Like the small ones? Like a smaller flaky? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. 1050. 1050, bitches. Cannot be beat, okay? Cannot be fucking beat. Everybody, glisten the fuck up. Yeah, the KB Shimmer top coat needs thinner right away. And it smells too strong. Yeah. It... I don't think it's gonna work, Danny, because I just did it. You see this shit, my liege? It's very good. Oh, the pink. Oh. Sorry, I'm having a thing. Let's just take a small moment. Let's just take a quick moment just to kind of like glance through the shop. This is the one thing, like, seriously, yeah, $8.25 for their top coat cannot be fucking beat. Cannot be fucking beat. Animal Adventure series, so cute, so cute. I should get a Glisten and Glow hoodie. Even if Jill does something you don't agree with, no, she didn't. The one thing to know about Jill, and you can listen to her talk on our podcast, is that sometimes she can be cautious because, you know, this is her life. This is her, this is how she makes her living. So sometimes she doesn't, like, reply to things that happen immediately. And, sometimes people are shitty about that. But I love Jill and I trust Jill. No, she didn't. Oh my god, this one's called add to cart. Oh, that's so cute. It's a bit too busy for me, but I would happily take it as a gift. I will say, ooh, they have cuticle oil with a cuticle dropper. Amazing. Don't love their thinner, honestly. I will say that. Like, that's the Restore and Thin. Maybe they fixed their bottles, but their bottles, they didn't close all the way. Like, they closed all the way for, like, water tightness, but not air tightness. And so they were, like, kind of evaporating. And more, I had that problem. Some other people had that problem. So it's a pretty consistent problem that had been happening. Maybe it's been rectified by now, but yeah, as much as I have personal beef with KB Shimmer, I do buy their thinner. As I've said before, KB Shimmer runs a tight ship, but their ship is too tight. They gotta loosen that shit up. That ship up. Loosen the ship up. The logo and website are not the best, and the pops are amazing. Yeah, the website does kind of suck. Yeah. Here's the thing, not to just like go on and on about how great Jill is, but because I do know some stuff. You know, well, she likes her logo, obviously, and the stickers are inexpensive. This form of sticker is inexpensive. And so one thing to remember about Glisten and Glow is that if you don't love the packaging is cheap, and she's passing that savings on to you. And also they have a wide paddle brush, which isn't for everybody if you have really thin nails, but it is for many people. I'd say most people like the wide paddle brush. Here for the Booze collection is super cute. Super cute, especially the pink and the green. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, the freaking Zodiac collection, she made Aries teal. That was a hate crime. I will actually cancel her for that. That's actually inexcusable, Jill, and you will be arrested. Yeah. The logo could still be changed. Yeah, that wouldn't cost. I mean, that would cost a little bit, just like a little bit down to change, but yeah, no, you're right. But yeah, we don't buy Glisten and Glow for the logo. Camels and cucumbers. Camels and cukes. Still has the treats collection. I haven't bought that yet. But if it stays up, it is so good. I do want it. I just like $90 for a lot of polishes I already kind of have something like. It's just like a bit hard for me to swallow right now. It has been, obviously, since it came out, so. So that sounds so florally / Victorian. Yeah, I don't mind. Obviously, I don't mind the Victorian look, as my current taste in men can attest to. Not that, you know, though, like, I'm not, like, okay, I love Brahmsy, of course. But he doesn't actually have a totally Victorian look. He just is kind of a Victorian boy. And it's not like I find everybody on the Terror to be really super sexy. I just love the Terror. And they got the mutton chops. They do be Victorian. Oh my god, I just bought this game that I used to watch a YouTuber play called The Curious Expedition. And it's satirical. But it takes place during, like, you know, the exploratory times. Like Victorian exploratory times. I think it was mostly Victorian. Kind of like the Jungle Cruise. Well, the Jungle Cruise was not Victorian. That was 1930s. But like, the people that you can play as different explorers, like Aleister Crowley. I don't think he was an explorer. He was just a weirdo. That's the one I can think of right now because he always has cultists. But there's other like famous people you can play as, and I just bought it because it's on sale. I don't know if it's still on sale, but I got the first and the second one for $5 combined. The first one is only like $1. And I really loved watching that one streamer play it. Oh yeah, Glisten and Glow often has really good sales. That's true. So maybe I should wait for a really good sale and then I will get this collection. Because it's a super cute collection. Their creams are really like second to none, honestly. Their creams are so good. Although I didn't really love their white cream, I gotta say. Like, they were very, like, they're very proud of their white cream, and I did not like their white cream. It was pretty sheer, and they say it stamps, and it does stamp. But it's a very sheer white stamping. So if you're looking for a very sheer white stamping polish, then their Wedding Dress White is for you. But if you're looking for, like, an opaque stamping polish, stick with, you know, Pween or whatever. You're like your one Glisten and Glow polish, and you got the one from PPU that made you cry. I don't remember which one made you... Oh, was it Tears from Heaven? That one was very sweet. That was a very sweet one. And also really pretty. Who dis? Is this... Is this Lacrodactyl? No, it's not. Is it Lacrodactyl? I feel like I know these hands. I feel like I know these hands. One of the polishes that she made for, whatchamacallit, for Polish and Beauty Expo really makes me think of the last outfit you see Dolly Parton in Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, which we're watching at 5, so be there. All right, it is time for me to go. And yes, it is a very cute polish and a very sad polish too. All right, everybody, I will see you at 5 p.m. PST in the Discord. That is about 2 hours from now. 2 hours from now, I'll be in the Discord. We're gonna watch my favorite movie of all time. It's a musical. It's got Dolly Parton. It's got Burt Reynolds. It is so fucking cute. Come see it. All right.